Welcome to Talking Trash, and today we're at the Becker County Household Hazardous Waste Facility, and I'm just going to show you a few things that we do before we get something ready for shipment. And then we're actually having a shipment this coming week, and so I kind of want to show you what we do to prepare for that. So do you ever wonder what the chemicals that you have at your house, your household cleaners and your garden pesticides and your paints and your stains, where does that go? What do you do with it? I look at every single thing that comes over here, and right now I'm going to show you, we're going to talk about acids and bases. So if you had chemistry in high school, you probably remember this, but I'm going to just put arm protectors on. I have gloves on. PPE, or personal protective equipment, is very important, even at your own home. But a long sleeve shirt, but since I didn't wear one today, I'm going to put arm protectors, so that works pretty slick. And then, even though it probably won't splash, then I make sure I'm safe. I've got my apron on. So these, here is a detergent or a cleaner. We're just going to do some pHing. So here we have something else too. And I'm going to pH this, and this tells me whether it's an acid or a base. So what happens is I take a little piece of pH paper, and then I'm going to match it to this. I'll show you this a little later. Match it to this little piece of paper. So now this is muriatic acid. So this is an inorganic acid. Just from years of doing this, this is an inorganic acid. This is something that can be used to clean, kind of etch concrete. So I just pour a little bit in the top, and I can even smell it. I can smell it's an acid from here. Now you can see that. You see how bright pink that is? So Adam and I were talking earlier, if you spilled some of this muriatic acid onto your hands or onto your arm or onto your clothing, it's going to burn a hole in your skin, in your clothing, if you don't get it washed off right away. It will eat, it's corrosive, so it will eat your skin. And so what I do is I match this up with my little chart, and it's a 0 on the pH chart, and so I know that's an inorganic acid. So I'm going to take that muriatic acid, and this is called a lab pack. And so I just take the whole container. We don't pour any of the product out. I take the whole container and I put it in the lab pack. Make sure it's secure in there. I'm going to test this one also. And even if I was to dilute this, and technically, I just need a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit. Diluting it is the best way to do it. Then I'm also going to pH that, and if you can see that, it's also bright pink. So that tells me that it is an inorganic acid. And so I'm going to put this same one. It's a detergent. It's just kind of a higher octane detergent, also in this lab pack. Now I have something different here. So I just pour a little, just need a drop. And I'm going to take another piece of pH paper. Now let's see if this one has, that one, it's already turning pink and I'm not even down there yet. I'm going to get one that hasn't turned a color yet. Oh, this is something different. So I have some inorganic acid on my gloves. That's why this is turning pink. But it turns a dark green. A dark green, or even almost like a navy blue, that tells you that it is a base. And many times, so the base is down here, that tells you it's a 12 or 13, that's a base. Basic or an alkaline, same thing. And so that goes into a different container. So this is a basic lab pack. I'm going to get a little bit of vermiculite. Has anybody seen vermiculite before? So actually what vermiculite is, it's insulation. But we use it as an absorbent if something were to spill in here, and we also use it, it's a cushion between each container. So we have to put a layer of vermiculite and then some product and then another layer. We basically make a lasagna. And so I just take the vermiculite and I top it off. This one's full because we're having a shipment. I'm going to put a little bit more in here. then if it was to bounce around, it's pretty protected. And so I put this, put this top on. So this is an inorganic acid. And, or excuse me, a base. And this is a base. Now I have kind of a little secret. I have another base here, but it's a bin that's bleach only. So bleach is considered a base, but guess what? Have you ever mixed a couple things together that reacted to each other? So bases, if mixed with different things, so if you mixed this bleach with these bases, these cleaners, you're going to get a reaction, or you could get a reaction. And it just creates another gas, and you can definitely tell. And so bleach is packed separately. Even though it's a base, it's packed separately. Just as a reminder, as we talk about any of these chemicals we've been talking about, please make sure that you use responsibly, that you store it responsibly, and that you dispose of it responsibly. We don't want anybody getting injured or worse. So please, if you have any questions, again, give our office a call, but store it properly. Up on a high shelf, in a locked cabinet is the best way. If you can, use everything up, and then store it properly and dispose of it properly. Thank you. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but these three bases are together, and then I've got inorganic acids over behind Adam. And the reason is because acids and bases react to each other. And so I need to get some more vermiculite for this one. But acids and bases react to each other, so I need to pack them and then store them at least 3 feet apart so that they don't react. If there was a spill, they don't react to each other. So we talked about lab packing, and so next week we'll talk more about what happens at the hazardous waste facility. If you have any questions, give our office a call, 218-846-7310. Have a great day.